They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Gets it to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. He'll try to do it. There he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The give. Got the first down. Looking for more. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on 1st and goal.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself. So I love the big fella getting the football.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Quarterback looks for a little space. Sneaks into the end zone.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll run the option.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Gonna run it. It's Moore.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
The big fellow laying out. Look at that body control, using all that muscle, all that strength to lay out and make the big catch for his team.
And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small.
Just steamrolling the defense. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity of playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Rush is on him. They get him up, rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. On the option. Running to Green. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
South Carolina, 14.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air. It's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Harbor. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires on the move. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target, and getting the completion.
The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Got the quick pass. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The give on the inside. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Now, how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Tackled there by the defense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Forced out of the pocket. Got room to work. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. That one comes out hot down the right side. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
The official says no good. All points are important, guys, but that one still leaves you with a 3-possession deficit down by 17. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Trying play action. Going downfield for the big play. Snags it on the right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. That's reeled in. It's Bennett. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the 2nd half. 3rd quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll run it. The Gamecocks get enough for the 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Navy put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the midshipmen in some time. Anchors away indeed for the boys from Annapolis. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Going to try to get it himself. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to him.
He'll toss him. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. from the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Duke. Once he got some room, it was over. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself on the draw. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's how you take care of one of the faster quarterbacks in college football. You don't even give him a chance to scramble. That defense was all over him. They had multiple guys win their one-on-ones. They got into the backfield and brought him down for a sack inside the pocket.
He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Using his feet to buy time. Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll go back to the ground. He's all the way down to the 3, showed it all on that run.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
The Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Celtic kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bennett. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
28.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Throwing right. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds. Making that grab, it's incomplete.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge, He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Washington State was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Pullman. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Holden finds his man on the left. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He leaves it with his back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Back to throw, it's Mahad. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Floating away. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
The quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. With the catch, it's Anthony. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. On the run, it's Stewart. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll ride the hot hand.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
And the Gamecocks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Not sexy at all, right? Just hand the ball to the running back. Could I pull it? Yeah, but I want to get that first down. Nice job understanding the situation of the game, going and getting the first down and getting a fresh set of downs.
The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. Makes a grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the backs. Breaks into the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I love the play play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mahan. And he had it for a second, but it just tripped. Out of his hands.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Grabbed in the middle. It's Castle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
That's good.